Model 1. Mood and modality. He may know. It is possibly that he knows. C. Possibly he knows. D. I think he knows. Modality. Modal auxiliaries must, may, might, can, etc. Semi-modals ought to, have to, going to, got to. Modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries. The core meaning, necessity, must, need, have to, have got to, should, ought to, will, would. And the core meaning of possibility, we have can, may, could, might, according to Kratzer in 1991, etc. Contextual values. Root. You must study. She can swim. Epistemic, prepositional modality. She must have believed you. Contextual values. We have root for the examples before. Also deontic, which is an obligation or permission. You must study. And dynamic, subject oriented. She can swim. Epistemic, prepositional modality. She must have believed you. He can use the computer. We have two meanings here. Deontic, in Greek, binding, which is obligation or permission. Deontic modality, we have conditioning factors which are external to individual. Possibility or necessity of acts performed by agent. External deontic source, you must do your duty. You must do your duty. You may leave early, according to Huddleston and Plum in 2002. Deontic necessity. You must have to do your duty. B. You needn't worry. C. You should pay attention. Deontic possibility. D. You can't park here. E. You may go now. Strength. Semantic. A. You must or should do your duty. B. You should or must solve exercise 1 to 5, but only if you want to. Okay. Deontic must is a strong necessity. Deontic should. What the speaker considers right. This is morally right, expedient, advisable, according to Huddleston and Pullum in 2002. Strength pragmatic. Pragmatic strengthening, the power to give permission, implies the power to withhold permission. You may have more cake. This may be wrong. Also, you may not take any notice of him. Also can be wrong. Pragmatic weakening, emphatic advice, invitation, hearer, which is a beneficiary. You must have more cake, or you mustn't take any notice of him. According to Huddleston and Pullum in 2002. Other examples. A. Before, you imply that you wouldn't help me. Very well. You may guide me to those locations the most likely first. May I? How magnanimous of you. B. When they walked out of the building, a robot identical to the ones Casimir has burned in the shuttle bay said, "Good afternoon, sir and ma'am. If you are in need of protection, you may hide behind me." Deontic will. Pragmatic implicature. Speaker predicts the agent's action in a context where speaker has authority, according to Huddleston and Pullum in 2002. Plus stress. A. You will bring the prisoners to me. B. I am your superior. You will salute. Deontic shall. The committee shall meet 4 times per year, which is equal with constitutive or regulative. B. You shall be rewarded, which is equal with the speaker's guarantee. C. Shall I open the window, or will I open the window? Will is wrong here. We have according those examples according to Huddleston and Pullum in 2002. Next, need. is equal with negative polarity item, non-assertive context. Need we go? The first example. The second instance. Who made conditions even worse than they need have been, according with Avram 2002. C. What the hell was that? Nothing that need concerns you. Nothing that need concern you. D. Action would certainly be taken. They need have no fear on that account. Dynamic modality, internal factors, properties, and dispositions of individual. Exempli gratia, ability, and willingness. According to Palmer 1986 and Huddleston and Pullum in 2002. Dynamic possibility. A. She can sing beautifully. Another dynamic necessity. Examples. B. He wouldn't tell me anything. C. Will you help me? D. Must you make such a dreadful noise? Dynamic possibility can. It's a subject-oriented properties of the subject or what is circumstantially possible. A. I can reach tall places. B. Cockroaches can get in through the cracks. C. These animals can sometimes be dangerous. D. Lilies can be white or red. Dynamic possibility may. Formal cannot be misunderstood as epistemic. Rhododendrons may be propagated by cuttings of the young shoots. Potential, he can make anything. Willy Wonka can make marshmallows that taste of violets. He can make chewing gum that you can blow up to enormous sizes. Currently actualized perception versus. Example B. Listen, you can hear the machines and you can smell the melting chocolate in the air. Restriction on could in affirmative context. A. The first example. They could or were able to fix the engine and drove away. Or B. They could fix the engine. They might if they had the materials. Is equal with they could fix the engine, or if they had the materials they can fix it. We assess is that the ship is able to make its own way to port. And the fourth example, the ship can make its own way to port. Dynamic necessity, we have a dispositional must, ironic. A. Must you throw eggs at the gardeners? B. Lie to yourself if you must, but not to me. Dynamic will, volition. A. She won't sign. B. I will solve the problem. C. I'll finish sooner if you will help me. Extension to inanimates. D. The computer won't start. Dynamic will for propensity. Propensity, we have some examples, two examples. E. He will leave his things lying around. And F. Oil will float on water. Would, volition. A. I had no money, but he wouldn't lend me any. This is okay. But if we say, I had no money and he would lend me some, this is wrong. Next, propensity allows reference to a single actualization. For instance, of course he would say that. According for will. CF will. We have, he will have his little joke habitual. Huddleston Palm 2002 says those.